Hi, this is Friedman. Welcome to my introduction to Solar Fire Gold. Before I start, may I welcome you to visit my websites, soulhealing.com, which has the ultimate guide to astrology software, solarfiregold.com, which focuses on Solar Fire Gold specifically, and learnastrologyfree.com, which has over 100 free tutorials on Western and Vedic astrology with new ones every other month. Solar Fire Gold is one of the most popular astrology programs ever created. Even though it's very simple, beginners have asked me for a basic tutorial, so here it is. To create a new chart, you click on Chart and press New. Let's say we want to create a chart for the inauguration of Barack Obama. We could say Inauguration of B-A-R-A-C-K, Obama. And the date for that was January 20th, 2009. And it was actually 12:06 p.m. It started a little late. And you'll notice that Solar Fire Gold looks it up immediately. I always label the event. In this case, it's not male or female, but it's an event, an inauguration. You can choose your house system from many choices. You can choose tropical or sidereal zodiac. You can label how accurate the timing is, and so on. And you click OK, and that's it. There's the chart. In order to save the chart, you can click on Chart and then Save to File. But you'll notice over here on the right, it also shows you F12. What F12 means is that if you press your function key on your computer that says, let's do that, F12 on the top of the keyboard, you can then save it. And you would just hit select or choose a different chart file. I'm going to cancel because I don't need to save it. To view any chart once you've calculated it, you can either press Ctrl-C or double-click on the chart. There it is. Now we get to see it. The screen that just popped up is called the View Chart menu. See, it says View Chart right here. And there are many things you can do at the View Chart menu. You can view previously open charts. You can, again, save charts. You can rectify the chart, meaning what if you want to adjust it? You click on the Rectify button and a window pops up called Rectify Assist, where you can adjust the date, the time, the midheaven or the ascendant, and if you press the More button, you can adjust the longitude and latitude and adjust what's called the time step interval, meaning right now if I click the up arrow it'll go 1 minute later, or earlier rather. If I change the time interval to 10 seconds and I press the up arrow, it'll go 10 seconds earlier. So you can adjust the interval at which these arrow up and down keys alter either the time or, in this case, how much the angle, the midheaven or the ascendant, shifts. What else can you do? You can generate a report. Solar Fire does have reports built in. Interpretive reports. You can also run transits or progressions on this chart. You can copy and send it. That's an interesting one to look at. If you click Copy Send, you can send it as an email attachment, or you can copy it to the clipboard to paste into your word processor, or you can save it as a file. And there's several different formats you can save charts in. There are also, you can print it of course, there are also pages and wheel styles. Solar Fire Gold comes with many different types of pages. If we click on Pages, it'll pop up a page selection by topic menu in which you can change the page to a completely different page. That's a chart art page. Here's another one. Or you can change it to one of the basic pages, beginner's page, single wheel, which is what it was, or extra points wheel. So you have a lot of choices that you can choose as what page you want. Let's select that one. Now we have a lot more information. We have an aspect table, a sign table, a planet table showing the sign and house for each planet, an aspect table showing the strongest aspects, the proportion of elements and modes. We see a great deficit of fire in Barack Obama's chart, or actually in the inauguration chart, excuse me. And there's an aspect grid showing the relationships between the planets. You can also adjust what wheel is shown. You would do that on the wheel style. You click on wheel style and it shows you all the wheels that are built into Solar Fire Gold. You can scroll to the top and see, for instance, an aspects wheel of one type. You can hit the down arrow on your keyboard and just go through lots of different choices of potential wheels to choose from. That's also very useful. You can even animate the chart, which is allow it to move forward or backwards automatically in time, which might be very, very useful to see how things unfold. There are also 3 buttons here, of which the first 2 are very important. Not only is there a screen format, but the middle button is a print preview, and it shows you how things will print out as opposed to how they look on the screen. That's how it looks on the screen. That's how it'll look on the printer. Now, that's already a lot of information, but let me go a little further. Under the chart menu, you can also create transits, progressed, and directed charts, all different kinds. Under the chart menu, you can create return charts like solar, lunar returns, and so on. Under the chart menu, you can do harmonic and transform charts, which are a little more advanced. I won't go into that. Lunar phase charts, like is it to the next new moon, next full moon, next eclipse, things like that. You can do relocation charts, and you can do charts for rising or setting, the rising or setting of any planet that day. To go a little further, what a lot of people like to do is to look at by wheels. So we go view and then by wheel. We can choose 2 charts. For instance, we could choose my chart and the transits chart and click view, and then we will see the planets in the sky around the natal chart. This is actually useful because I can illustrate some additional functions. When you're looking at a chart, there's also what's called the right-click menu. If you click the right button on the mouse, a menu pops up which gives you a lot of control over a lot of different things. You can control which points are displayed, which transiting points are displayed. Let's say I want more transiting points. I go to the top and I choose all. Let's choose all the points possible. Suddenly, we have a lot of points around the chart instead of just a few. We can right-click and say, okay, I want to adjust the aspect set for the planets. So aspect set, planets, and choose any of the many aspect sets. You could choose a soft aspect set just to see the trines and sextiles. Also with the right-click, you can choose what points get aspect lines drawn to them. That's called the aspected points. There are other features too, but I think this is a good amount of material for the introduction. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.